Good morning, students. Welcome back to Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. Well, back to your English class with your communication skills. Today, we continue with language building. Well, students, in the previous class, I have taught you about how to develop your vocabulary. Today, we will have a language practice. How to speak fluently in English or how to be speaking in sentences. That's very important. So, with the basic language skills, the day-to-day life, whatever we speak with, few exercises on it. So, let us get along with it. Here you have regular class lessons categories. Regular English lessons contain key sentences for many different scenarios that are used in everyday life. As I've told you, students, regular English. We have some categories for regular English lessons. So, they contain some key sentences. Most repeatedly when you get introduced to somebody, or repeatedly when you are going to a shop or when you're speaking to a teacher, we'll build these kind of language exercises from now onwards. So here you have, there are in different scenarios. Scenarios means maybe with a shopkeeper, maybe with your friend, maybe with your teacher, maybe with somebody else, to a stranger. Anybody, when you are meeting them and when you're speaking them, how to develop your English and how to speak when you're completely a foreigner to English, how with basic small sentences you will be able to speak to them. That's the exercise about. This daily English sections will help you because all the sentences are everyday sentences that are regularly used. I've told you, students, they are everyday sentences. Means into day-to-day life, other than how much, no matter you study from your books, you mug, and that is of no use. You are from a kindergarten level English medium student, but you can't speak in English. So we are not going with that. We are going with day-to-day, to speak to your parent, to speak to your teacher, to speak to your friend, some basic sentences. Okay. You don't have to worry about studying English sentences that are not used in everyday use. So don't worry about your books and all. Just interactions. When you're speaking to somebody, how do you interact with them? Today we'll go with it. Fine. Greetings and general things. So today we will go with greetings. How you greet somebody or speak to somebody. Greetings and general things section contain basic English lessons on greetings, communicating when you're both past, present and future tense and the weather. So many things we have. I've just started with a lesson now, and as you go forward, how to say the same thing in a past tense, how to say that in a present tense, how to say that in a future tense, how to speak about weather, how to greet somebody, or when you're bored, how you to pick up a phone and interact with somebody. Many things in a day life. So we'll try to go to build up our language skills in such categories, such occasions. Review and study them at many times as you want. So you to practice more and more, you can read as many as times as you want. You can see two girls in the college speaking. So today's exercise is about that. Fine. We have two characters here, Anu and Sheila. Anu says, "Hi, Sheila. How's it going?" Sheila says, "Fine, thanks. And you?" Anu, "Just fine. Where are you off to?" Sheila, "To the library. I've got history exam next week and need to start studying. Anu, "Oh no. Well, I'll see you later then. Good luck." Sheila, "Thanks. See you later." So, when you're speaking, you need that intonation. Intonation is a rise and fall in your tone. So, that I'm going to explain you. You can see Anu saying, "Hi, Sheila." We'll have the explanation on that, students. Now, hi is an informal way of saying hello. So now, when you are informally speaking to somebody, that means not to your boss, to your friend, when you're speaking, you say hi. But when you formally greet somebody, maybe a colleague or your boss or some stranger, you say hello. So this is a difference. Now you can also see when I said hi Sheila, I did not say hi Sheila, I said hi Sheila. That means she is very excited, very happy to see her friend. Hi is an informal way of saying hello. Notice that the I sound in hi is extended. Can you see? Hi. So it's extended. Hi, Sheila. That's the meaning. To show that Jane is very pleased to see Helen. So your intonation. Hello, sir. That show your tension. Hello, sir. Your excitement. So the same word, the way you express, that makes a good communication, students. So you can see she says, hi, Sheila. So she's very excited. How's it going is an informal way of saying, how are you? Can you see this? She said, how's it going? How's it going means all the things going on of yourself. How things are going on. So there are various ways. I remember I've taught you once the various ways of using, saying hello or greeting somebody. I told you. So based on that, we had an exercise today. So you can say, how's it going is an informal way of saying, how are you? Fine, thanks. And you? She said, fine, thanks. And you? So you can see she has an intonation on you, which shows that she is also excited to speak. Notice the rising intonation and you. The rising intonation, that means a stress on you. And you? This shows that Helen is interested in what Sheila had said. Okay. Now, where are you off to is an informal way of saying, where are you going? Where are you off to? She's asking, where are you? Notice the following intonation since this is an information question, not a yes or no question. Where are you off to? So this asks it's an interrogative question. Where are you off to? That means you need an answer. You just can't say yes or no. So that is the stress on the question. To the library. Now you can see to the library, Sheila says in a soft voice, to the library. You can see a depression there. I'm going here because that information was already established in the question, where are you off to? So, where are you off to? She asked, where are you? Where are you about to go? To the library, she says. Oh no, is a way of saying, I sympathize with you or I understand you are not happy. Oh no. Sheila says, I'm going to library. Next week I have my exam and I have to prepare. You can see the tiredness in her. So she says, I'm off. So she says, oh no, means I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you, she says. See you later is an informal way of saying goodbye. To say goodbye, you informally say, see you later. Fine, I'll see you afterwards. So with this, the conversation has got completed. Now you have some more questions over here in different styles of asking. Hey John, how have you been? Hi Bob, how are you? Hi Nancy, what have you been up to? Andy, it's been a long time. How are you, man? These are all informal ways of asking. When you're greeting your friends, you show your warmth, you show your excitement of speaking to them. You're trying to speak to them in a warmth, in an excited way. So you can see how they say, hey John, how have you been? How are you? That's the meaning. Hi Bob, how are you? Hi Nancy, what have you been up to? Andy, it's been a long time. How are you, man? So these are the various ways of questions. If you meet someone unexpectedly, you can say, suddenly, you're surprised to see them. You're shocked. So, unexpectedly when you see somebody. So, there are different kinds of introductions. You are getting introduced by somebody else. That's one type of introduction. You get introduced by yourself. That's another way of introduction. And suddenly when you see, in excitement, you get introduced. That's another way. So here, when you suddenly unexpectedly see somebody, you say, hey Jack, it's good to see you. What are you doing here? Suddenly you see somebody in the market or in the beach. Hey, what are you here? That's an excited way how you ask. Hey Jack, it's good to see you. What are you doing here? Or, You say, what a surprise! I've seen you in a long time. How have you been? You're saying, what a surprise! For a long time I did not see you. How are you? So these are the two ways when you suddenly get introduced to somebody. Right? The answers are here are some example responses, how you respond to those people. I'm pretty busy at work these days, but otherwise everything is great. So can you see the questions? Hey Jack, it's good to see you. What are you doing here? Say for example, I'm pretty busy at work these days, but otherwise everything is great. I'm doing very well. These are the answers. I'm pretty good well. I'm okay. So when somebody asks you a question like, hi Bob, how are you? What have you been up to? How have you been? It's been a long time. How are you, man? For these kind of questions, I think these answers will better suit. I'm pretty busy at work these days. For a long time I did not see you. What happened? When somebody asks, I'm pretty busy at work all these days. But otherwise, everything is great. Everything is fine. Just because I'm busy, I wasn't able to meet you. That's the meaning. I'm doing very well. Or, I finally have some free time. I've just finished taking a big examination and I'm so relieved that I'm done with it. What a surprise. I haven't seen you a long time. How have you been? For example, if that is a question, for that, both the answers will suit. I finally have a free time. I've just finished taking a big examination. For a long time I didn't see you. Yeah, all these days I was busy with my examination, but finally I'm relieved. I did my exam nice. So now I'm in a sort of enjoyment mood. So that's the meaning. So can you see, students, the way you are going to express these sentences is, I'm pretty busy at work these days, but otherwise everything is great. I'm doing very well. I finally have some free time. I've just finished taking a big examination and I'm so relieved that I'm done with it. So these are some sort of responses. If you see a person at a restaurant, you can say, do you come to this restaurant often? Suddenly you saw a person in a hotel. Do you come to this restaurant often? Hi, how nice to see you. What a surprise. Do you also come to this restaurant? So this is a way of asking. Or at a movie theater, what movie did you come to see? Say for example, some INOX, there are so many screens. Which movie you come to see? So this is a way to greet, instead of all the time boringly say, hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Instead of that, different styles of asking. Instead of saying, hello, how are you? Instead of saying that, you say, do you come to this restaurant? Oh, what movie did you come to see? So this is another way of asking few questions. Do you come to this restaurant often? What movie did you come to see? Restaurant responses. I've been here a couple of times, but I don't come on a regular basis. Do you often come to this restaurant? No, only for couple of times. Couple of times means 2 times. Only couple of times I've come here. Most often I don't come to this restaurant. That's one sort of answer. I repeat. I've been here a couple of times, but I don't come on a regular basis. The other one is, I come pretty often. This is my favorite restaurant. If not rare, maybe often you're coming. You say, I often come. This is my favorite restaurant. You're also excitedly answering. I come pretty often. Pretty often means many a times. I come pretty often. This is my favorite restaurant. Or another answer can also be, I can't believe we haven't seen each other before. I come here at least twice a week. When suddenly you say, what is this? You come to this restaurant? The other person says, of course. I all the time come to this restaurant only, at least twice a week. It's so surprising that I never met you. Do you also come to the same restaurant? So this is another way of getting interacted or greeting one another. So once again I repeat, students. Restaurant responses. I've been here a couple of times, but I don't come on a regular basis. The other one. I come pretty often. This is my favorite restaurant. Other one. I can't believe we haven't seen each other before. I come here at least twice a week. So please pick the expressions and the intonations. Now, for a movie response, for example, I come here to see Matrix Revolution. How about you? I actually came to see this in this movie. What about you? He's asking. Fine. Now we have a conversation. Till now I was just telling you some questions and some responses. Now let us see how Mr. A and Mr. B are communicating with one another. We'll just have a look into it. Let's look at several example conversations, then we can move on to the practice sessions. So first I will give you some conversations, even in the next class. 2-3 people speaking to one another, introducing one another. After giving you some example exercises, then I will give you some practice exercises so that you will start completing the dialogue completions. So maybe in that way you will be developing your communication skills. Now, let us get with person A. Hi, my name is Steve. It's nice to meet you. Person B says, I'm Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you, Steve. Person A said, what do you do for a living, Jack? Person B said, I work at the bank. Can you see? Now, till now I was just explaining you a hello, hi exercise. How to greet, how to get introduced. Somebody introducing you, or you yourself getting introduced, or suddenly coming across a person where you're very surprised of. So these are some various ways of introducing yourselves. I also gave you a chart where it shows you various ways of greetings. I already finished it in the previous class. Now in this class, I've told you how to ask questions, how to increase your intonations, how to put a stress on a particular word, how to show your excitement, the voice modules, all this. So keep on trying to listen and try to imitate and try to express. So next time you can use when you meet your friend, or else it becomes a very, very boring type, or a cold type of greeting. Say for example, you suddenly saw your friend in the market and say, hi, how are you? You come here only for marketing every day? Imagine how the opposite person will understand that you're not at all in a mood of speaking. See, your very best friend, suddenly you happen to see him or her in a market or in a beach or in a restaurant. Now that's not the way you express. With a very plain, no smile on your face, no intonation, no stress on your words, no module in your voice. You just say, hi Ram, how are you? We often see these kind of people, you feel very funny. They are so excited inside, but they can't express. Remember, student, communication plays a big role in your life. It's very, very important the way you express. You're angry, you're happy, you're excited. More than that, listen to me, students, even when you're very, very angry, you don't like a particular teacher and the teacher suddenly comes across you. Good morning, sir. How are you, sir? You come to this restaurant, Lisa? You're excited. You're asking. So you have to show that excitement in your tone. Then only you're going to win hearts in the society tomorrow. So I have a couple of exercises here to make you understand like how the interaction between A and B occurs. Just with the questions and answers I've completed till now, I just wanted to show you how they interact. Very small, only a couple of lines, but just to make you understand, so that next time we can go for lengthy conversations between A and B. Now just a small one, and just I've introduced the greetings, how to greet one another, right, students? So let's look at several example conversations, then we can move on to the practice sessions. Person A, okay, person A, his name is Jack. Person A's name is Jack. So he is saying, hi, my name is Steve. It's nice to meet you. So A's name is Steve. A's name is Steve. He's saying, hi. Please look into that word, hi. Don't say hi. Hi. No, you need an excitement in your voice. Hi, my name is Steve. It's nice to meet you. So here you can see a self-introduction. Say for example, you have gone to school. The first day or the second day or maybe the first week, you see various people, you know their names, but you are not close friends. You are only classmates. You are just familiar with their faces. And then suddenly one day you saw him in a beach, or you saw him in a park, or you saw him in a market. Then this is the way how you greet. Now did you understand, students? A self-introduction. I was telling you, somebody introducing you, use yourself getting introduced is a bit difficult. So here you know that fellow is your classmate. He also know that you are his classmate, but you never has spoken to one another. So this is how your conversation starts. Hi, my name is Steve. It's nice to meet you. B says. I'm Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you, Steve. So when you are saying a pleasure that shows your happiness, your voice also should have that happiness. So you say, I'm Jack. It's a pleasure to meet you, Steve. Person A says, what do you do for a living, Jack? I work at the bank. So here you can understand these are not students, these are people at work. So probably you can say your colony member. Okay, because you have that he's working in a bank, it can't be a student. But probably you have seen him just got shifted into your colony. And you came to understand some week ago or a couple of days ago he just came into your colony. So now you are getting introduced. Okay, so you say that your name is Steve, and the fellow says, my name is Jack, and then this person says, what do you do for your living, Jack? Means, how do you work? What do you work? Person B says, I work at the bank. So this is a small interaction, a very, very small interaction, just with a couple of dialogues where you both get introduced to one another. Initiating means just coming up together and getting introduced. We have another small conversation again, and that is person A says, hi Nancy, what have you been to? I repeat, hi Nancy, what have you been up to? Person B says, the same old, same old. Can you see this? This shows old. Same old means old. Same old way. Normal, same old way, nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing important. That's the meaning. So, hi Nancy, what have you been up to? The same old, same old. Or you can say, the same as usual. How about you? I'm same. So, you can show a little drop in your voice saying, same as usual, same old, same old. How about you? Means mine is normal. Nothing excited. Anything special in you? Anything excited in you? What about you? That's the meaning. So I repeat, the same old, same old. Or you can say, the same as usual. How about you? Person A says, I'm pretty busy at work these days, but otherwise everything is great. I've used this response previously. A says, I'm pretty busy at work. So a little change in your life. You have a new office, you have new colleagues, you have a lot of work, fitting yourself into the work, excited with moving on with your works, with your new projects. So you're a little excited. Probably the other B is normal, nothing change in the life, but there's a small change in your life. So you say a little excitedly, I'm pretty busy at work these days, but otherwise everything is great. So you can see a little small conversation for today between two people. Now we are going to start opening with lengthy conversations in different styles. What does it represent in the next day language building class? Okay, students, till then, thank you. Have a nice time.